welcome back to the LooneyBin Podcast, episode 11, brought to you by LooneyBin Creative. I'm your host tonight, Preston.
I'm Teddy.
I'm John.
I'm Nate.
And I'm Nick.
And we're going to start it off how we do every week with the word of the day. I'll read off the word of the day from the Merriam-Webster Dictionary. And
Yes, sir.
the boys will guess and give their best definition on what they think the word means, and I will award a point to either the closest definition or the funniest one. All right. Today's word is turbid.
Can you spell it?
Turbid.
Okay.
Turbid.
Turbid.
All right, so I actually know this one, so I'm going to go last.
Do you actually do, Ted?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, buddy. We got an English major in the building.
Jesus.
No, I'm a
You cheating or what?
I'm a lifeguard, so
All right,
know
I
what
got
it
mine.
means.
Oh, well, that's pretty
Weird.
big.
You're talking already. Two other lifeguards here.
Turbid.
Is that just like a Wisconsin
Whatever.
thing?
Okay, I got
Unless
mine.
unless I'm thinking of a different word.
No,
which
no,
could
no.
be very possible.
No, you got
I
it.
got mine.
No,
I-
you got it. We'll give you the point right now. Actually.
No, I'm not going to give him the point.
Even if he's right.
All right, I got mine.
All right, Nate.
All right, I got mine. Okay, so turbid. With larger mammals, four-legged mammals, they specifically mammals that are awake during the winter time and do not hibernate.
This is a niche category.
Yep. So they basically, obviously, to get through the winter, they have to have very thick fur so they don't freeze to death.
Oh.
And turbid is actually the lowest layer of that fur and is the most dense layer that's like right next to their body, so that to keep insulated all of their body heat and keep them warm
Is it
during
skin?
the winter months. No, it's fur. It's the lowest layer of the fur.
Okay.
There's layers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, as it grows further out, it becomes more separate, but the very bottom layer is really tight and together.
Huh.
And so it's more of an insulating layer.
Well, John's got you on 6 on the counter, so I think I'm going to have to award you -5 points.
That's actually lower. That's
All right, let's see
lower
how many
normally.
times John says in a sense in this podcast.
And then how many times Teddy says, and that kind of stuff.
And in a sense, actually,
What's
it's a
mine?
filler, but it's a more professional filler than But I mean, who's counting?
Oh.
I am.
And that kind of
And
stuff
with that,
is even more professional.
Let me tell you what turbid means.
Turban.
No, I didn't say
You're one letter
turbid,
off.
but
No.
I wish. Nate, I really thought that you were going to take my answer. You said large mammals.
Yeah.
Talk about animals. I thought, oh my God, he's going to do it. But no, it's actually for mammals that are not identified by many moose, many meson,
Right.
It's a turbid of raccoons.
Oh, so that's what you call the
it's-
group?
It's a group. It's a term for a group. That's
Turbid.
what I got. Turbid. A turbid of blank.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Nate's sitting on the cord, so I cannot feed this to John. But here you go, buddy.
Turbid. Coming up blank on this one, actually, to be honest.
Pretty bland word.
Yeah,
it really
nothing.
is.
There's nothing
Not a
really
lot to
good
work
about turbid. Actually, color. It's a form of red. It's a darker ash red, and that's what a turbid, like that wine bar over there. It's a turbid red.
Turbid
That's-
red.
I love how John's go-to is a color. He doesn't know the word. It's a color.
I could see it being
It's color.
turbid though.
Not many of you have probably heard of this.
it might be.
It's a
Yeah,
color.
no, literally.
All right, Teddy, let's give us the
Yeah,
real
sure.
definition.
Wait, let's ask
apparently, buddy.
Henry. As a
So-
lifeguard, do you know the word? Henry, do you know the word turbid? No, you don't. And Henry's an
Henry's a no.
alum. He's an alum of the
All
lifeguard
right,
community.
Teddy, give it to me.
You guys all lifeguard in pools,
Yep.
whereas I lifeguard in a lake. So turbid
The
water,
key difference.
it could be moving water or just very not very good visibility where you can't tell what is in the water.
Ooh, Teddy, I will say, sir, that is pretty damn close to the definition. I think you might have it. Turbid is an adjective meaning thick or opaque with riddled with sediment.
Oh my God! Wait, that's our first. I mean, you're gonna give him the point, right?
If he knew the word.
I mean,
If he knew the word.
it's better than the damn animal fur.
Right. So then that's our first point awarded
For actually
for
knowing the
actually
word.
knowing the definition, the correct definition.
And it's only
And I wouldn't want to give it to anyone else.
So true.
Let's
Teddy,
go.
great work.
Teddy, what is just a weird way to know that word? From lifeguarding
Yeah,
to
I
lake
don't know.
water.
Nate Merrill would be proud of me. That's all I know.
So how many do Henry and Ted have together?
3 now, I think.
3?
That might be 4. I
It
don't
might
know.
be 4. He might have the lead now.
Well, we'll just have to check in the editing.
Okay,
You'll
guys.
know in post.
So the topic I bring with you today is the title of the article is "Man Soaks in Bean Dip for 24 Hours to Save Favorite Restaurant."
Yeah, you know that TikTok? It's like,
Beans. Let me just give you a look at this guy.
Grab the bull by the horn and support local businesses in a big, explosive way? Because why not?
Los toros.
Wait, I just gotta show you this guy.
Oh no.
Guys, just look at this guy.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
He is all about it.
That's on brand.
Those are good color refried beans, though. You know that
That's
they're gonna
true.
be better.
That's true.
The
Really?
lighter color,
It's-
the lighter colored ones are always better
Yep.
than the dark ones of whatever you get out of a can and any
Very
like
true.
Paradiso or places like that. Because the authentic place, my experience in authentic places, it's the lighter color ones are always they slap. They're kind of they're kind of soupy as
They're
well.
creamy.
Yeah, they're a lot
Yep.
more different consistency than what you get at like a microwave delight. You know,
Right.
at
So
Paradiso.
true. If you're going to an authentic Mexican restaurant, you're getting some
You might have to talk to the.
you're getting some bright refried beans.
Mm.
I don't know.
Nice.
Definitely.
I honestly can't think of many things grosser to soak in. That's like an actual edible food item.
That chili? I would hate the chili.
Yeah.
I'd hate chili because chili's spicy and that could get in a lot of places.
Yeah, I mean, I think the definition of like soups and slurries, you know, anything that has chunk or consistency that is unnatural, then like, even if it's thick, you know what I mean? Like if you were in syrup, you could get past that, but like,
Yeah, I just
I'm
think that,
sure.
that,
Oh yeah,
refried beans just like feel like vomit. Like that just feels like vomit.
yeah. No, I agree.
I mean,
Right now, like, I'm so hungry. So if it's just me sitting in that that dang pool right now of just refried beans,
Jen, we're gonna get Domino's after
I
this.
don't know.
I don't like Domino's. I'm sorry. I'm a hooper.
The
That's true.
Now,
Domino's
the
does
one
make
thing
me
that I'm
shit real
thinking
bad.
about is like the like at
I was
the
just saying like I'm a stinker, you know. Like,
Alright.
I don't like it.
John's a little stinker.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
Oh, sorry.
All right, Taylor, let's see.
Right,
Let's
so-
see.
keep going.
so the one thing I'm thinking about is you're at a baseball game and just that nacho cheese dip. Just I don't know. I wouldn't want to be sitting in that for however long.
No,
Like, I
don't
feel like
the
that'd be
chunks.
worse.
I could
I
get
agree.
over
I agree.
thickness.
It's the chunks.
It's just like
Yeah.
it would just.
Texture.
But like the cheese
Yeah,
would just
'cause
like
if you-
congeal
ooh, yeah,
on
yeah.
my skin and all that kind of stuff.
You're right. It probably would harden
This
around you.
this one though, I'll be honest, it's more like a puree. Like
A puree?
like these refried beans are the what I'm saying. There's not many chunks in it. You know, it's kind of like.
Yeah.
I would also
you know,
hate to soak in cream corn.
Oh,
agree.
if it's something that I really enjoy eating, I'm gonna soak in it. I don't care. Like I'll be completely honest.
Guys, now my next question to you is, what is a restaurant in your hometown, a little local place, that you would soak in vomit
Something.
for 24 hours?
Not nothing.
Wait,
Vomit.
Is there
what
a
am I
restaurant?
getting?
Is there a
What am I
restaurant?
getting
You're
out
saving
of
the
it?
restaurant. This restaurant was
Oh.
in peril. They were raising money. It was like an event to like save the restaurant. This man soaking in refried beans. Is there like a local place?
Guys,
your vomit or somebody else's vomit?
It can be
Why
your vomit.
vomit?
Just because you
said vomit.
guys,
I didn't say
because
vomit.
you guys would love to soak in refried beans is what I got from that. So I had to
Okay.
raise the bar.
guys, I would be. I'd be.
It could have been. It's like this is edible, and the vomit just is like I would say like cow. Like
Guys,
You'd sit there and just
Wait,
fucking
was that
be-
guy?
would supply.
Was
Yeah.
that guy in his
Right.
day of just sitting in the refried beans? Was he
24
just
hours.
chomping on them?
do you think he fell asleep in the beans? He just got sunk down.
He probably was having a
he
great.
died.
He
drowned in
got
refried
lost in the
beans.
sauce, is
Like,
what he
if
did.
that guy was hungry, was he just chomping on the refried
Why
beans?
not?
Probably.
Why not?
But
I
also,
mean,
it's
like,
in
yeah.
front of the restaurant, so why
so-
would they just serve him food? Why would they have
They
to
get-
eat beans, you
Just
know?
give him a bunch of hot chips. A bunch of hot chips.
Guys, I just thought something. Imagine walking into work and your boss goes,
Cheese
"We
that you
have
spit all over
100
you."
gallons of refried beans to make."
What? Guys, I missed it. I really did miss it. Cheers. Cheers to you.
John, you've never worked in the food industry?
I have worked in the food
No,
industry.
but you've worked in Caribou. That's different. Imagine walking into the job and your boss goes, "Son, we need 100 gallons of refried beans."
He looks at you like he's about to cry.
Yeah.
You just like, you clack your heels together and you're like, yes.
Sir. Jesus.
My life, guys. Imagine. Okay, wait. Holy shit! Tone it down. It's not that funny.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Imagine.
Thank you.
I have to reel it in. Okay, just imagine being the bean boy at a local Mexican restaurant.
But honestly, though, they probably didn't cook that. You know?
No.
Yeah, that
They're
was
probably
probably
just
just
in the
opening,
tin
go
can.
dump
That's
it.
cold as ice.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know. But I'd rather soak in cold vomit or warm vomit.
Cold because
Cold.
it
That'd
eliminates
be
the
cold.
smell.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
cold.
It's
Cold
gonna.
eliminates all
But
smell.
okay. So you were saying the chunks, though. You were saying the chunks would
Yes.
be the reason in refried beans it wouldn't work for you. But actually, I think it might be the thick sauce in between that actually makes it bad. Because think about this. What if it was? What if it was? So what if it was cereal?
I will make you
What if
throw
it?
it, throw
What if it was cereal and it was Lucky Charms or something?
Okay.
The
Oh,
milk.
I hate the mushy cereal.
But the milk. Think about the milk compared to the sauce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Cereal sounds a lot better than refried beans.
Yes, for
But I
sure.
think it's because of the.
After like a couple hours, it's gonna start smelling like
Sewage.
That's true.
Literally.
That's true. That's a good point.
Oh yeah, if it just sits
The
there.
milk would go bad way faster than the beans.
because the
That's a great
cereal
point.
itself is gonna absorb all the milk and just become mush.
Let me just clearly state that there's no really apparent reason why I would sit in anything for that long. So, like, we all are talking about, I would rather sit in this. I'm not getting anything out of it.
Yeah, we're never gonna do this.
Yeah. So it's like, I don't need to barter which one it would be, you know. I'd rather just sit in Jungle Juice and then just get drunk the whole rest of the day.
There it is.
Through osmosis.
Yeah, but like literally, there's no reason. There's I will not sit and vomit. 100%, I will not sit and vomit if I can't stand next to like Jonas's trash can right here full of vomit when I wake up in my other bed and I can't even smell that. Then I'm like, I'm not gonna sit and vomit to save a restaurant. I'll just order takeout from somewhere else that I kind of
There's
like.
no restaurant that you would save.
Yeah, that's what I feel. Exactly. Give us the stakes. What would it need to be?
No, if they cared about me,
If they cared
if
about
they cared about me, they would not force me to go in a pool of vomit.
No, you're doing it to save the restaurant, John.
No. So it's not the restaurant. He doesn't care about the
Henry-
restaurant.
Henry
So what
needs
would
to-
be for
Henry
you
needs to
that
come in and
you
say
have to
this.
You need to be in a pool of, let's say baked beans. We'll go back or refried beans.
Henry, come here.
Yeah.
Henry
Not
brought
vomit.
up. Henry
Vomit
brought
is
up.
pretty extreme.
Henry
I don't
brought
think
up
I
a
would
great
do anything
point
for vomit.
that kind of.
No, I wouldn't. I absolutely wouldn't.
All right, so this
But-
this little detail changes the entire situation.
Okay, let's hear
about
it.
the vomit.
Yeah, about the vomit.
All right, so you know how when you vom, your teeth are
Vom.
fucking.
Yeah, they
Oh,
just get
yeah,
corroded
you know.
by the fucking stomach acid.
Yeah, your teeth get all acidy. So if you're sitting in a tub of acid for extended amount of time,
You start dissolving.
I don't know how you'd feel.
Just bile.
You pull out
Scrambled
your
eggs,
leg
though.
and it's just bone. You're like, oh,
You stomach
How about
acid isn't
that?
that powerful, is it?
No, but if you're sitting
They could
there
probably
for
take
like
off
hours,
hairs.
it can
No, it wouldn't
destroy
be-
it.
it
You
wouldn't
would
be
just start
polite.
munching away.
Munching away.
Well, what?
Well, if you hold on.
Give
If
Nick
you-
the microphone.
If you throw up on the carpet,
Yeah.
or if your dog throws up or whatever, like it's just
I- dog
well,
throw
it
up?
eats it
Another
up,
thing I
but,
would not soak in.
but like the carpet doesn't. Not that you'd leave it there
Thank you
for the
for
full
asking.
24 hours, but like That's not gonna melt it
It's not
away.
organic material.
Exactly.
But we eat mussels and skin off a chicken, and it dissolves in our stomach. So why would it not be able to dissolve what's on us?
Matter versus like
Carpet.
synthetic.
Okay.
Well, nothing can dissolve this carpet right here. I kid you not. This thing's been through
That's
the Cold
true.
War
This
and
couch.
nuclear
It's
war.
been
This
through,
couch-
it's been through the ringer.
Okay, cum
So
can
true.
dissolve this
Yeah.
couch, but that's a different story.
I'm glad John didn't have a mic for that
Yeah,
one.
I'm positive.
All right, I got a thing. So any food franchise, any like family restaurant,
Yep.
your favorite one, if it was going under,
Yeah.
what would you sit in for 24 hours to save it?
That's what I've been trying to say, and
Mine-
they've been
mine-
fucking me off with that
Yeah.
question.
Mine,
Well, you said vomit at
Yeah,
first.
vomit was your opener.
Vomit's the absolute top of
What I wouldn't do.
mine is Whistle Stop Diner in Benson, Minnesota,
Yep.
and I will sit in a bathtub full of scrambled eggs for 24 hours. Be happy with myself.
Realistically,
Oh, I'd throw up from the smell.
tomorrow
No,
you
exactly. I
have to
couldn't
do this.
handle
Yeah, I would do that.
What would it be?
What
I
would
would sit in a bunch of ground beef for La Coretta in Jamestown, North Dakota. It's an authentic Mexican restaurant.
Oh,
I'd either sit in that or the white queso they offer.
What, guys? You ever seen Cheaper by the Dozen? I mean, of course you have.
Yeah,
'cause it's
yeah.
a classic.
Yeah.
It was a
Remember
classic.
that time where they put the underwear in the raw meat? They put Ashton Kutcher's underwear in the meat. You know, because he's the boyfriend coming over trying to impress the parents, and the younger kids don't like him.
Ashton Kutcher
This
is
is-
in Cheaper by the Dozen.
This is
Yep.
this is a deep cut. This is a deep
and so
cut.
they soak the
I go,
underwear in the meat,
I
and
said,
then the
wait
dog,
a minute, guys,
like
hold on.
the dog, they let the dog out, and he like smells the underwear that's been soaked in
Alright.
the meat, so he just goes for Ashton Kutcher's crotch.
That's big.
Oh yeah.
That's
I
big.
do remember that. Yes.
Oh, the dog. Okay.
So okay, another question about this though. Are
all I
we
had to say.
are we doing what that guy was doing, and that's sitting out in a hot tub out front
In
on
Los
on
Angeles,
Los
80
Angeles,
degrees.
80-degree day? Like, is it summer and it's cooking whatever you're sitting in, or is it just a 50-degree day? You don't need to worry about temperature, too hot, too cold.
No, I think it's a summer extravaganza.
Summer extravagant. Whew. I would. Okay, there is a restaurant. Taste of Big Apple. Great
Big
pizza.
Apple.
Great pizza.
New York style pizza.
New York style pizza. Very good.
That's really
What would I say? Does it have to be related to the restaurant?
Ooh, that.
Like pizza
No.
sauce, you'd sit in pizza sauce.
Right. Because
That'd
like
be
I would
kind of
do
a
that.
cool
Like Pizza
distinction.
Hut wouldn't.
Yeah, I
pizza
think
sauce
we
wouldn't
should-
be
we should have that,
difficult.
yes.
It has to be
It has-
related.
Yep.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay, so then, I mean, what would be the most difficult thing then at a pizza place besides? I mean, you already said.
I don't know,
Rob.
dough. That's unrealistic.
Oh, that would suck you in.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Wait,
dough would be fun though.
jalapeno
I would.
pickle juice.
Oh my
That's
god.
easy. That's money. Yeah, anchovy.
Well,
shit.
is it?
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like anchovy oil? You ever had anchovies soaked in oil?
I
Our anchovies at Devani's come soaked in oil?
if I could have a
That
little
stuff is so
nose
bad.
plug on, I think I could do anchovies. I think I could sit on it to save it. But that
my
if I can't have a nose plug, I don't think I
did
can.
a
I
shot
can
of
handle
that
that.
anchovy oil. We
Ugh.
Oh,
were like,
gross.
Justin, we'll pay you $5 to take a shot of this anchovy oil, and he did it for free because he just wanted our respect.
Hey, that's a big guy right there.
And we still don't respect him.
What's his name?
Justin.
Why don't we respect him? Isn't he part of your family?
What?
You said a part of your family or no?
I said someone, my boss from Devani's.
Oh, Devani's. Okay.
Practically family.
Yeah, at this
when
point,
when you're Devani's, you're family.
Wow.
Devani scares me.
All right, Ted.
I'll be honest. It sounds like a black hole and no one can get out of it. And
Yep.
even Eric can't get out of it.
I know.
And his
My
dad
God.
is the owner. Well, one of the owners, but
You would think.
no one can
Teddy,
get
any
out.
Grantsburg originals?
I mean, not really.
Like, okay, if I, Teddy.
The McDonald's.
were-
Teddy
if-
saves the McDonald's in the hometown.
Teddy, if I were to come to Grantsburg for a day, and I said, Teddy, take me out, wine and
To a ball game.
wine and dine me.
Wine and
Yep.
dine.
I said, where are we going, Teddy?
You took
Well,
a girl on a date once,
what-
right? Where did you take her out?
What
on,
the
like,
fuck, John?
just think
fuck
the best.
you, buddy.
Best. No, literally, he has though. He has.
Why'd you, okay.
But I was just
I
thinking
mean,
that you take the girl
The
to the
thing is
best
that
date.
that was in the next town over too. So
Okay.
that wasn't
Oh.
even in
Okay.
Grantsburg. So in Grantsburg, I think there are 4 restaurants.
Okay.
So
give them to me. Name
we
one.
have Mia Mangia, which is a pizza and just pasta
Yeah, your
Italian
family
place.
owns it. Yep.
I mean, as we do, of course.
What's the translation of that?
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
Otherwise, there's a Subway. That's a classic.
Yeah.
Eat fresh.
There is a bar and grill called T-Dogs. And then
Teddy
I actually own that
dogs.
one too, you know.
That's big. That's big.
T-Dogs.
And then the last restaurant really in town is just the drive-in restaurant.
Oh.
Nice.
Wait, what is that? Wait, so you
What?
drive like a Sonic, but not? It's like
The
Yeah.
classic 70s like drive up and the
Roller
roller skate
blades?
girls.
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty much.
Nice.
I mean, they don't
shit.
roller
Wait,
skate,
and you
but
wouldn't-
for all that kind of
What's
stuff.
and you wouldn't take me there, Teddy?
I mean,
I'd go there.
It's a good thing.
They're so
either-
fun.
Thing is, they're only really open during the summers.
Oh, yeah.
And like
There you go.
in the spring right before the summer, and then in the fall before it's too cold and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Seasonal.
it'd be between that and T-Dogs.
Yeah, we have a bar downtown called the Dog Pound. So I'm sure it's not that much different with T-Dogs. I'm sure it's a very similar vibe.
Dog pound.
Dog Pound.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Hey,
there's
where's
this,
Eric? We need Eric to
Yeah.
get on the mic. The dogs.
the dogs.
Yeah,
Guys, the bars in Coon Rapids. There's a bar called Scoops. There's a bar called Shortstop that one of my Devani's managers likes to go to. And no, it's the worst. It's like this like hole in the. There's just a lot of just like, all right, so where are we right now?
Sketchy.
Yeah, just like
Like dimly lit.
well, Coon Rapids.
Have you been in there?
Yeah. As you know, it's a bar and grill, so you know sometimes I go in there with my fam
Yeah.
and we're just chilling. You know, it's not like I've actually I've never really been to a bar honestly to like drink, but like if you've been to one bar in Coon Rapids, you've probably been to them all.
I feel like that just goes for like
A lot
all
of
bars
places.
anywhere
Yeah,
though.
Probably.
Like if you've been to
Except
one,
the
you've been to all
Dog
of them.
Pound. I'm telling you. that place is sleazy. I went in there once to hang a poster for something. And
You said,
you get out pretty quick. You say you hang it. I'm not even looking for the tape. But
God.
it's on a 10-foot pole.
Yeah.
Give it to him.
yeah, no, that place is it's right next to the smoke shop, which they're renovating. I found out just the other day.
Oh my god.
But yeah, the small town vibe, like that downtown strip, you know,
It has
people
been
have
renovated
it.
since
They
the
got
70s.
trees.
Yeah, there
They
hasn't
got
been.
three
Yeah,
of them on
yeah. That it's like it used to be bustling, but
Mhm.
there's just no development in it now.
And like half
you
the
know?
places are just like moved out now. And
Yeah,
there's
yeah.
a whole mall in Coon Rapids that's just abandoned
That's terrible.
Yeah.
because
Oh, no, we
because
tried that.
no one
What?
like,
That's sweet.
I
Okay.
mean, yeah, kind of, but like, it's
Yeah, it's
my mom was
sweet to explore
Rent is
for
too high?
I don't
for
know.
an
I don't know,
afternoon, Nate.
honestly.
But then what happens? You know what I mean?
Because Grand
Was it-
Slam is in that mall too.
Is it like
Oh,
But
close
it's the
and you
only thing
can't
that's
get
in the mall is Grand Slam.
Nice.
It's almost perfect because it's a monopoly in that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They also put their name over it.
Invest now.
No, it's just weird that like I like look at Coon Rapids now and I'm just like, all right, so this place hasn't been developed since like the 1980s. Yeah, it's just like
Yeah, all that's happening in Owatonna is that it's just more apartments being built. So, I mean, what are you guys? What are the downtowns and the developments looking like for you?
what downtown?
Literally.
You mean T-Dogs?
T-Dog, are we going?
You mean the two traffic lights?
Yeah.
You mean St. Croix Falls, 45 minutes away? What are we talking about?
Our downtown actually had two. It was like 4 lanes, so two lanes going this way, 2 lanes going the other way, and they passed where they eliminated one of the lanes on each side, and so that just recently changed. But we have 3 bars kind of down Main, and there's one called Fred's, there's one called the Corner Bar, and the other one's called the Wonder Bar or the Sports Bar.
Wonderbar.
The Wonder Bar.
Wunderbar.
And that one's kind of on the other side, but the Corner Bar, what's nice thing about that one is there's a dance platform. There's like a dance floor on it.
Okay.
And oh man, dude, the UJ students love that. They can bust on that floor. They literally bust it. And it's kind of nuts because everyone like on the stories all the time, and like I've only been in there twice, but all the time they always are ripping over there, like on this, Saturday night, ripping at the corner bar,
baby.
at the corner bar, and you really never know, but like it's so on Main that you can see people who are going to the bar at 10 a.m. or like 11 a.m. and it's almost amazing. It just is like just seeing these old guys, rocking the Vietnam War vet hats, and they pull up on their scooters and they're like, just give me something to drain my sorrows, and it's just kind of a classic.
Guys, do your grandparents frequent the American Legion, or just like the VFW?
I don't have.
Yes, my grandparents do.
Do you guys have any veteran
My-
grandparents?
My grandpa used to, but it was like they always used to like not accept him because
Oof.
it was like
Because he was Italian.
no, this is
They're on the
my-
wrong side of the war.
like,
Axis powers.
This isn't Vince Vitagliano. This is good old Donald Teton. So
Donald
They call him Teats.
So like I don't
T-Dogs.
know.
Oh, I get it.
Sorry. Keep
But anyways, so he was a veteran from the Korean War, except he wasn't stationed like in Korea, like when any fighting was actually happening. So like
Both my grandparents,
He-
both my grandpas were also veterans of the Korean War.
he is a veteran, but they were always just
Honestly.
like, you know what, you don't know the struggles we had to go through. So
Ooh.
get the
Oh.
Yeah,
hell
I mean, I
outta here.
understand
A
it
little
though.
spiked.
So I've
You
been
know,
told. That
after
could
you go
be-
to
that
war,
could
you got to
be
take
false.
whatever you can. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. When you're 18 years old, you go to war and you come back, and that's all your life is. You know?
I saw this TikTok of these guys in Afghanistan that are literally as old as us, and they were ripping a fucking Swift bar as they were just out there in freaking Afghanistan.
That's the minimum that you would need out there.
No,
You're like, please, like that. Like at least you get a fucking buzz.
I have around two buddies who that you have to be sent overseas for like a certain term. It's not called a tour because they're not in a war,
Right.
but it's you just go. What's it called?
ROTC.
No, I can't think of what it's called, but it's like you go overseas for a certain point of time. You have to do that.
Like
all
you're
the
just
time.
stationed there for a
Yeah,
while.
you're stationed there for a little bit, and I know he sent up one of these guys at Snapchat. His mom sent him a package, and it had like 4 disposable vapes in there, juice pods, even mango pods are in there too. I'm not kidding you. And it was just kind of funny because that's all. I mean, right now they're just stationed. They're just doing work, almost humanitarian work, if that's the right way to say it. But they're like building things, and sometimes they're engineers or like
Yeah.
building bridges and stuff like that.
Right.
But other times, like, I know Dayton always told me that they would only wake up at night, and that's when he'd work out. Would be at night because it's so hot during the day, like 120,
Yeah.
and just stuff like
Jeez.
that. When he was stationed in Kuwait, and all you did is like work out, do your, he's trying to stay cool, and he never vaped.
Baby.
He never vaped. Yeah, I wonder. This is one I was wondering if obviously there's Dayton is attracted to females, so then like I was wondering if there's any females in his battalion, and if he's allowed to get with them. You know what I mean?
Probably.
Like, is that allowed for them to be like one night? Just like fuck it. I'm just gonna
Keep
sleep
it on
in
the
other
DL.
cot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Go
probably
out
be on
into
the
the wilderness.
DL.
No,
DL.
yeah. There's
So they're
no,
doing the dunes.
hey, we're dating. No. There's no public posting.
Go
There's
find a
no.
nice tree.
Why would that not
Yeah.
be out though?
There's no way.
You got the
No.
M4 slung over the
Yeah.
shoulder just in case you get snuck
the
up
car
on.
98, also just sitting on the ground.
The
because
M9
you
in the
wanna-
holster.
All right, so you guys have thought about this one?
No, we haven't.
That's the best
My,
part.
Yeah,
see,
not
right?
enough, buddy.
My grandpa was a military police officer
What does that
That's
entail?
what a
stationed in Germany.
MP.
The
In Germany.
Jonas's
Yeah. Did he?
single burner.
Did he
What
watch
kind of
it?
officer?
Oh, yeah.
A camp or what?
This came from your dad.
Yeah,
your
Jonas.
grandpa.
Jonas. He revived my grandpa's old, like,
Propane. single
propane. Propane, like stove little thing. That
Huh.
he like my grandpa
that-
was given as like
Is that the one
military
we bring
issue.
camping?
It's times you've been with Jamin. And
Isn't that one of
yeah,
Coleman?
That's one of them.
Huh.
What would you say?
Isn't the one that you guys usually rip a Coleman?
No, it's a different one. There's a different
I
one.
have
okay.
a Coleman. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
John.
No,
Okay.
Jamin's comes in a cardboard box.
Gotcha.
Yeah, there's like an old, all aluminum, single piece.
Nice.
Gotcha.
Both my grandpas were in the Korean War too, but my grandpa was he was actually stationed in Colorado at a military base. So he like served, but he didn't. But he was training the recruitments how to basically survive in the Korean wilderness. He would do
That's
like
so cool.
He would do like rock
Ooh.
climbing. Like I remember that he would like teach them how to rock climb and like literally like it was like a survival, like
Right.
crunch course basically.
Yeah.
Just like, all right, so here's what you're gonna be up against, and I just remember that I know that he taught rock climbing. I know that.
Mhm.
But my other grandpa was in the Navy, and he was a medic on a submarine.
Oh, shit.
Mm.
That's sweet.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know too much about submarines, but how long can they stay submerged?
You're asking the wrong guy.
But
I have no idea.
you know, let's
I-
just say
I would
I
would
ask
assume
a
they can
similar
be.
question. That's like
Das
yeah.
Boot. Really?
how long would you guys be able to like stay sane inside of like a submarine or that kind of
Yeah,
I'd go
that's
crazy.
exactly
I'd
what I
go
was
crazy.
trying to get to. I'm like,
Literally.
well, if they're submerged for like a week, you know, I mean, even if 24 hours, I mean, any like
probably
any amount
months,
of
yeah.
time.
Just think about how musty that air is, and just like how just like.
Yeah,
Ugh.
I mean, no light because of how far down you are.
Right. It's just
No
Yeah.
space. No, I mean, I
hell of a
mean,
lot of cribbage though.
I believe
So
it.
true.
You probably
Yeah,
have
you
to take,
gotta
like
like your
vitamin
platoon.
D, like up the ass, like tons of it.
Yeah.
If you like didn't want to get fucking depressed.
official figure is 3 months.
Holy crap!
3 months?
See, that's what I was wondering
3
because
months.
they have to be. In
Oh
a
my
like, the reason,
God.
obviously, for submarines is for a strategic position, right?
Yeah.
So then they have to be undiscovered.
True.
But
Yeah.
also, the last time I seen an inside of a submarine was the movie literally Red October. Is that not what the movie's called?
Yeah.
Mhm.
And that's like an 80s film. It's like
Yeah. I think Das Boot is 50s.
yeah,
it's even,
no, literally.
it's
So
even
it's
older.
like I haven't seen a 21st century inside
That's so
of a
true.
submarine.
That's
so
so
maybe
true.
it's just plugged because I know they have like they kind of have like millionaire submarines or billionaire submarines like that can go underwater.
Yeah, that's
And,
true.
They're decked out completely, as in living space and everything else like that. So I wonder what a military. one
You
looks
know
like
what I've
now.
seen more
It's like
recently?
a red light dimmed. You know,
Yeah.
The James Cameron deep sea explorer little pod.
Mhm.
Yeah.
There's I don't know. There's something about that. You know, the would you explore the bottom of the ocean? And I know this guy wouldn't.
We're
but-
discussing Nate's.
yeah,
Nate's
no, we already got
fear right
Nate's
now.
answer.
It's definitely
But
scary.
well, yeah, it's scary. But again, there's got to be that transition where you're like, okay, I've been seeing no light for a good hour now. You know, like I haven't seen daylight. Like, but then there's got to be that transition where it has to be otherworldly. You know, where you're down there. Not only have you never experienced anything like that, but I feel like your sensory.
floating at that
Yeah,
point.
exactly. It just has to shut off. You're like, I'm in a space capsule right now, going through this distant world. You know,
I mean, you might as well be.
honestly.
Holy
It's
crap!
undiscovered.
No, I know.
What is it like? Only like 10% of the ocean floor has been mapped. Not even.
Oh, yeah, probably
Some of
not.
the
Yeah, it's
stuff
nuts.
is on the bottom, just like wreckage, or like stuff that we've known that's been missing.
Oh yeah, I guarantee. I mean, most recently that I watched was the near the Arctic Ocean, so I believe it was North Pole, but they recorded, you know, the coldest temperature ever found that still had life, and again, it's just like bottom feeders that like a whale dies on top and sinks all the way down, and then they'll feed on, you know, whatever decays to the bottom.
What was the temperature of the water?
Oh, I couldn't tell you that, but you know, you figure underneath the North Pole, miles away from sunlight. I
Yeah,
mean, there's nothing.
Isn't
There's
that crazy
nothing.
that light, like photons, literal particles,
Can't get through.
can't get through and can't go all the way down?
Well, it's also isn't it nuts to think that the amount of pressure, like you know, when you go to space, you don't have a suit on or whatever, then you could literally, it's like a vacuum, honestly. But there's places on this earth where the pressure is so much that you will literally you explode.
Yeah.
Like down there, like how do you create a vessel that can go that deep that
Without
won't
just like crunching
impact?
like a tin can.
No, literally, I don't
keep your head
understand.
inside
Yeah, and how can it still have oxygen? Like what? Like you still must
Crazy
you
feats
still
of
must
engineering.
expect. Like, do you know you're going so low? Like, you know, like when you go a higher elevation, like the air's thinner. You know, you feel different. Do you feel that same way going down below?
That's nuts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure there's like, okay, ears are gonna pop, you know, and they point your nose, but like, I wonder because they do have they're feeding tubes, so there's got to be some airflow that they're running through, some filter that keeps it fresh. But how do you set the atmospheric pressure in that unit?
I bet
and
it's
that's
like diving
crazy.
where you have to like go up several feet at a time.
That's true.
To get yourself acclimated.
That's got to be true.
And then you can keep going deeper in the submarine, because that's how they do it with diving. You have to, if you go up all the way, you're just gonna freaking your
what is that
eyeballs
called
are gonna
again?
come out of your freaking
Acclimation.
skull. Well, I mean, yeah,
There's like a specific.
yeah.
word
I don't know
for
what
it.
it's called, but
Submerging.
Diving, swimming.
Divergent. Shailene Woodley married to Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers.
God.
That's a big win, right, Teddy? I mean, it is. That's probably the biggest win
That's the
Aaron
biggest win
Rodgers
the
has had
Packers are gonna get.
since the Super Bowl.
That's the biggest
Oh, the
win we got
Benz.
this year.
The
so-
bends. That's what
honestly.
it's called.
The bends.
The bends when you go up too fast.
Oh no.
No, I just remembered it.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Nice-
Also,
nice
there's new people in chat, and I don't know their names. Like
Ozman, Cole
I don't
Bucket, just
recognize
classics.
the tags.
Oh,
So
okay.
Who's it? Who's it?
thanks for
Is it
coming.
season 7 coming out?
Welcome to the podcast.
Dude,
Um,
there are new maps coming out for Fall Guys.
Gross.
And they're trying so hard. But again, Epic Games just bought them.
Yeah.
So it's like they
Why
wanted to, but again, I wasn't even looking at it. It was just like a YouTube ad for Fall Guys. Just because we're bringing this up, of like they go, oh, we got 4 new maps and 7 new games or whatever, and I'm like, this should have been season 2. Like the hype could have went if they actually brought new content to that game. Oh, it pisses me off. Hopefully, in 10 years when we watch this, Fall Guys is back. It's the
Nick,
the new Fortnite.
I got something that's not going to piss you off.
Oh,
And I'd just
yes.
like to put the podcast on a slight hold here for a second to present you guys with something. So get ready.
What's happening? Is this a sneak preview? A gift? Nate just went into the closet.
Yeah, he comes out.
His pants are just falling off right now.
Okay. Is it a puppy?
No. It's Bear, actually. It's the Australian Shepherd we wanted, and Nate said no.
Yeah, I was the only one.
Okay, Renee said
What
no.
is this?
Oh my!
Wait, what?
How many did he give
Alright,
you?
so Legacy Printwear got like literally is plugging us right now. This is amazing.
All right, so what?
Alright,
Wait, so let me see that. Let me see
we
that.
got
Let me
like
see
a free
that.
hat with it.
Oh, it's a one.
Oh, just one.
Whoa, it's stitched and
Yeah, there's only
everything.
one. There's only one. But
That's
alright,
nice.
boys, we gotta put on our sweater. We got a medium. We got a medium.
Not me.
Teddy?
I don't know. Maybe.
Teddy, you have a medium?
Yeah. I think we got a lot of orders
Large, tall.
large.
Yeah. John had large tall, Henry had large tall.
Large was me. And do you have just?
I
large?
also had a large.
When did you get this, Nate?
I got it.
Bucket.
When Ellen brought the Volvo back.
Thanks, Bob.
Oh my God.
Here you go, Henry.
Got some
Alright,
of the
we gotta put
logos
our
there.
We gotta put our new LooneyBin Productions merch.
my God.
Provided by Legacy Printwear in Benson.
There you go, Teddy.
Should I put it over the pullover I have on right now?
So we get the hats.
Okay, give us a
kind
second.
of just subtly drop that, and now, oh, dude, that's great plug-in for his merch because now we all want one.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely a guy of quality. 100%.
He knows. Jesus.
Guys, I could fall asleep right now.
I said I already feel good.
Yeah. It's like a blanket.
That is amazing.
Oh my
Wow,
gosh.
guys, we
this
look
is
sharp.
so nice.
Guys, am I wearing this to my?
Grad party?
Your deathbed? Yes.
Am I wearing this to my? Am I wearing this to my greeter interview tomorrow?
We kind of look like movers. I don't know why I look at there. I'm like, oh, we'll grab the couch.
We look like we're on the swim team.
Where'd the hat go?
I gave it
He's
to
got the
Teddy.
hat on.
Oh, Teddy's got it. Okay.
Guys, we got a free hat. That's amazing.
That is nutty.
Wow.
But again, no, it's that like little subtle plug where he goes, "Oh, isn't the hat nice?" And I go, "Yeah, the hat is nice. I kind of want one." We might have to go
That's
around
just
too.
quality.
I'd have to
This
get-
is
I'd
so
have to
nice.
get, like,
This is such a
an
nice
athletic hat.
material.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No. And the inside's fleece.
Oh my God, guys, what a
And it's baggy enough that you could fit a dress shirt.
Oh, yeah,
underneath
yeah.
And make it look nice.
Easy.
Yeah. I'm not even
But also
an
you could just-
undershirt.
You
but
can just
like,
rip it and be like incognito, a little low key.
little nose shirt.
No,
Man, oh man.
Now that
Wow, guys, that was a big shock.
That was a
That was
very
a
big
great
shock.
surprise. Nate.
Well done, Nate. Well timed.
if Lucas
I
is
kept
still
it a
in the
secret.
chat, these boys want the new trucker hats and B&B Seed merch as well. So
That's true. Well, there's a lot of brands we're repping. A lot of brands
There's
we're
a lot of
repping.
brands, hometown heroes. And,
Honestly.
that's another restaurant that we would want to say would be Judd
Honestly.
Cafe. I mean,
These
they
look
always are great.
great.
And
Look at
we
these guys.
experienced Judd this summer. So.
Guys, I can't wait till we go into our next shoot when it doesn't
Oh
happen.
yeah. No, this is great. And you'll know. Yeah, that's
Cut.
Yeah.
Take 15.
So that one was for building bridges.
I still think it would have been cool to have the producer, cinematographer, audio, best boy, photographer. You know.
If
But,
Heroic doesn't do it, we
that's
don't
right.
do it. That's what.
Honestly, that should be our slogan.
Do name tags.
We don't do it.
You could do name tags. Yeah.
Or you could do it on the back and put
Yeah.
numbers. You know, we get jerseys next time.
just put Hobbin 42.
Yep.
42.
Teddy
That's my
goes
number.
Vitali number 12.
Whew.
Just wait, buddy.
Wait, why 12?
I don't know. You're a diehard Packers fan.
What was your number in baseball?
12.
9.
Oh, okay.
I was also a 9 kid.
Wait.
I
how did you-
was-
9. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, you're good.
I was just saying, was 9? 9 were usually the smaller jerseys, like the kids who were literally 90 pounds.
Okay, John, I get it. I'm short. Like, you shut up.
No,
Shut
I'm not
up.
saying it's short. I was just as like.
Bro, we got to pick our numbers. I
Yeah,
picked
save.
7 because I was Joe Mauer. That's why I picked
Well,
7.
I mean, okay, so I wanted number 10, but then someone else had number 10, so I just picked number 9 because it was just the closest
Teddy,
one
let me tell
available.
you, you made the right decision. And
But then-
9 was
but
not
then
the
I-
runner-up number.
Then I looked it up,
It's the best number.
and it was the number of good old Ted Williams, one of the greatest hitters in baseball.
Literally.
There you go.
And I
Best
was
home run
not
hitter.
one of the greatest hitters in baseball.
But you felt
You
like
weren't?
it. You felt like it. That's all that
No,
matters.
I sure
Just
did.
gotta
feel
believe
like
in
it,
yourself.
But I was
You
not.
did good, kid.
You did good. Dude, I played. I think my whole 6th grade season, when you start doing traveling,
Yeah.
I was known as the kid to take a pitch. Every time that I got up there, for some reason, the pitcher just,
They're like,
let me try the curveball on this kid. I don't know why. I didn't have anything.
It looks a little
know,
funny.
You know, I didn't know what
It's
it
a little
was.
bit like Joe Mauer.
He's smiling.
Don't know why, but they always tried the splitter just got away from me, and then I always would get hit. So I would never be given opportunities to actually swing at anything. But then the few times I did, I could just never get it. So that's why I was also the guy who was like, oh, take a pitch, you know, 'cause,
Yeah.
like it didn't matter. You know, like just get on base.
Right.
But then by the end of the season, we were our last home game. It was just a moment where I adjusted my swing. I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to hit it. And I just went a little bit lower. Ding! I just cracked it. I go, have I been swinging high this whole season? Are you kidding me? Brutal. But also, again, I got more on bases just from getting hit by pitches. So I was still a valuable member of the team. So I don't feel that bad about it. But
You're like
You're leaning over the plate.
yeah. They go, hey, you're stepping in the box. I'm establishing myself. Come on, guys. Come on.
To be honest, I stopped playing baseball when I was it 6th? It must have been 6th grade as well.
Chump.
But that was like when you would like choose. What did you say again? What did you say?
Chump.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, what's happening right now?
And so then I didn't do swimming. I didn't do a baseball, and then I started doing swimming in high
Right.
school. But I was the stat. I did statting because it was kind of fun, you know.
Oh, yeah. Oh, for sure.
For baseball,
You
then
doing
in the
what?
spring, yeah. And it was actually kind of fun because you'd go in the practice. My freshman sophomore year, I'd rip the practices. And, you know, you have a bat in your hand. You're the and you have the tub of balls right next.
Yeah,
You're hitting the
yeah.
ground. So, and it was great. You know, the big baggy sweatshirt feels like I have a gut on me. You know, the rain fleece, and then you got
boom.
the grill, and then you got.
And
the
they give you
shorts
cleats anyways,
Ah,
just
I mean,
because
why
you
not?
wanted them.
on. So there's something like that when you're sitting on the side of the dugout, and you're leaning over, and everyone's getting pissed, and then you get pissed along with them, but you just have water seeds in your mouth, and you're just chilling because like, oh man, I'm gonna be watching Netflix on the way home tonight, and I don't even care if you want to lose.
Right.
It was
Dude,
definitely a lot of fun.
There's something about running the books, being a manager, where like you can just kind of cheese in, but you're like, they still think I'm,
Snapping up
yeah,
on the boys, yeah.
exactly. And the boys are always like, hey, let's go get him. That was not me. I was
They
the
all
manager.
hated me,
I was the
yeah.
manager for the girls basketball team. So
Were you actually?
Yeah, I was going for different reasons, but yeah, I always thought about that. I would love to get an excuse to go back into a dugout. I really would, because that's just a different sports vibe. Like the sidelines in football, that's one thing, but like when you're huddled into that dugout,
Yeah.
that's a different game.
Like
That's a different game.
Fine to there.
The last few days, whenever we've been driving past the baseball field and they're all just ripping out there, it's like, man, I miss that. That'd be great to be back in the dugout and just playing baseball and just having a great time. But alas,
if I wasn't so shit and I probably was more committed, baseball was a lot of fun to play.
Oh
as
yeah,
a kid.
I love
That's
it.
all I gotta say.
I love it. Yeah, it's still as equally fun to watch, and that's how you know you liked baseball. Because most people complain about watching baseball, but if you still watch it, and you're like, "Oh, that was crazy," and they're like, "What? No, he just threw him out at first." You go, "Yeah, but how he picked it up," like the little things you notice. And again, it was only 10 years of my life or whatever, or 8 years of my life or whatever it would end up being, so it wasn't even that much. But what position do you guys play? I was outfield, and I loved outfield.
Second base.
Second base.
I played third and left, and at the end of the season, the coach learned that I could pitch. Didn't I tell you? I swear I told this story on the podcast
You did.
about how I walked like 12 runs in a row, and he didn't pull me, and I was like, all right, so I'm gonna kill myself.
Yeah.
But yeah, I played third and shortstop, or third and left. But every once in a while, he would put me at catcher, and there was this kid named McCoy, and this dude could throw so fast. He was literally throwing like 70 miles an hour.
that's a first name, McCoy.
Yeah.
Last name, first name.
No, I think it was his
Who's
first name.
counting?
And this kid would throw so hard, and I remember I would just be the little utility player, so I would just be like, all right, so you're on catcher right now, and I'm like, okay. So, I would go up there, and this kid would literally just be whipping them in there to me, and I would literally be so scared, but I would know that I would need to catch it, or else it's gonna hit me,
Right. Right.
And but this kid didn't have any accuracy, so I never knew where it was going. So
Thank you.
there was a lot of me like like it was never like throw it right here. He would just wind up and just freaking throw it.
Send it.
Yeah, literally.
No regard for human life.
I really enjoyed second base when I was playing, but the problem is that second base is kind of, once you get more into it, past probably sixth grade, ripping in high school and in middle school, obviously, it's a harder position because of like where to throw the ball, where if it comes to you, where are you ripping it first? Like, it's actually a lot of like game strategy at second base. I think.
I think
it's
that's like
definitely
every
a mental
short
game.
You just
It's
need to know
definitely a
what's
mental
happening.
game.
Yeah.
Right, 100%. And so like I always, it was intriguing because I just started, once I quit baseball, it was like right the place where you like, play in, play out a little bit. And you're able to tag them out and stuff like that. So that was just on the cusp of that, but definitely would have loved to learn more about it.
I quit right before the metal cleats.
Ooh.
Right before you could start wearing metal cleats.
Really?
Yep.
Why could you not wear them before?
You could wear metal cleats as a kid. Like,
I don't know. I don't think I ever did, but like I didn't.
I don't even think they sell that. Yeah, no, you just can't wear metal cleats because they're just like too dangerous if you slide.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it makes sense.
I remember that was a rule. That was like our little league had.
Dang.
Well,
What a great.
what time we at, Nate?
Yeah.
It's been 48 minutes and 50
Holy
seconds.
All right.
Oh.
Yeah, this definitely felt longer.
Yeah.
I'm just
Definitely
chilling.
did.
Yeah.
I'm pretty hungry. I'm very hungry.
John hasn't eaten anything all day.
Yeah, last time I ate was 2
o'clock. 2
We
o'clock
talking in the morning or afternoon? Like that's a
in the
question.
afternoon.
Okay.
In the afternoon.
Surround sound.
And I like get
CNN.
Get all back.
back them all.
We back all back.
Yeah, Nate.
now Michelle.
Mr. President, what are you thinking about what's happening in China right now?
Well, my wife. Oh God, I can't do it anymore. Sorry, guys.
Slowly turned into Kermit.
Yeah, so I slowly turned into like an eagle.
I didn't know Obama was Russian.
Yes. Get Michelle.
Brother.
Get Michelle.
All right, well,
Guys, but to bring it back to the soaking, I never said.
yes, okay. I'm very excited to hear.
And you chose vomit, right?
Yeah,
Isn't it?
you're
I chose vomit.
vomit for T-Dogs. I remember.
There's this local pizza place called Mansetti's Pizza that is so good. They make it thin crust. The sauce is great. Blah blah. I'd soak in their sauce. But there's also this Asian place called Joy Kitchen, and I don't know. I don't know what happens in the back there because I don't
Joy.
Joy. But I would soak in their duck sauce for sure.
Duck.
Ooh, duck sauce.
Yeah.
He's a duck boy.
Yeah.
Interesting.
That's all I have
Well,
to
how
say.
about that?
That's all I have to say.
And
And how about duck sauce?
with that, I mean, does anybody any fun words, any fun things to say?
Kiss your father goodnight for me.
Tell someone that you love them.
There it is.
Tell someone that you love them.
So true.
Be sure to like,
And
comment,
that's the
subscribe.
positivity that LooneyBin Productions brings to every one of their gigs too.
Absolutely. And now
And,
with these quarter zips, it'll be universal.
And with that, I'd like to thank all the audience members in chat for joining us live. We appreciate you. You guys, the show wouldn't be the same without you. So thanks for showing up.
Honestly.
This has been episode 11 of the LooneyBin Podcast.
Yeah.
Follow us on Instagram at LooneyBin Creative. Follow our production on LooneyBin Productions. Email us at LooneyBin Business.
Follow us on Twitch, which you should be on now, but if not, it'll also be linked.
And tickle our assholes.
Yep.
All right.
And look for past episodes on Spotify at the LooneyBin Podcast and also on the LooneyBin Creative YouTube channel.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Wahoo.
Just look for anywhere you're gonna find us.
Yeah,
We're
search
lurking.
We're
LooneyBin.
lurking.
Except for a website. Don't look for a website
don't look
because
for a
it doesn't
website
exist,
now.
or it's in a different state and it's not us.
There might be a
true.
few
Also,
clips out there.
Don't ask the IRS about us.
Yeah,
Don't,
don't IRS. Yeah.
And with
Please
that, let's
And with
close
that,
out
we're getting
episode
out of it.
11.
All right.
All right.
Yeah. See
Thanks
ya.
for watching. We'll see you next
Tax
week.
evasion.
It's the only way, baby.
Tax evasion.
I think you said something about an Asian.